We're glad you're with us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. It sounds pretty familiar these days, the threat of severe weather, including tornadoes. That is what West Alabama is facing again.
Again, WVUA Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott has the latest on how your weather is shaping up.
Hey, Linda and Terry, good Tuesday evening to you. Right now, we're watching things close for tomorrow. No severe weather issues out there today, but the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center does have us under severe weather risk for tomorrow. In fact, let's go over to graphics and we'll show you what we're talking about. The Storm Prediction Center has a moderate risk of severe weather from Demopolis points north. That includes all of our West Alabama counties, also Central Alabama counties. Now to the south, for South Alabama down towards Linden and Demopolis points south, we're talking a slight risk of severe storms tomorrow. Now, big-time severe storms happening right now over parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, and Texas. Numerous tornado warnings in place. Several tornado watch boxes in place also across north and western parts of Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Texas. Now, this is what we're talking about in terms of time frame and the severe weather threat. We're talking several tornadoes likely across West Alabama between noon and 9 o'clock for Wednesday afternoon, East Alabama after that. What about the rest of the forecast, though, after the severe weather moves out? Home team weather is coming up. Stay with us.
Thanks, Richard. People in the Midwest are already dealing with the aftermath of another round of storms. In southeastern Missouri, people are relying on a damaged agricultural levee to protect them from the Black River, but that levee failed a federal inspection back in 2008. Water from the Black River is flowing over the top of the levee. The flood danger has put about 1,000 people out of their homes and put other homes in danger. And officials in Arkansas say 8 people have died following an outbreak yesterday of storms and flooding. 4 of those deaths blamed on flooding. 4 more are linked to a suspected tornado in the central Arkansas town of Valonia. Meteorologists at the National Weather Service in central Alabama say the storms headed our way do have the potential to cause similar damage.
And WVUA's Daniel Sparkman sat down with the meteorologist in charge at the National Weather Service's forecast office in Calera to find out what you can do to be ready.
We still could have long track tornadoes tomorrow, and unfortunately we can't tell whether they're going to be violent or not, but the potential is there.
National Weather Service meteorologist in charge Jim Stefkovich says being prepared is key.
When it comes to having a severe weather plan, people need to have it in place before the severe weather even starts. When a warning is issued, that's not the time to figure out what should I do or where should I go.
And Stefkovich says it's not just tornadoes that can twist and turn a life upside down.
A lot of people are just amazed that those amount of trees go down in straight line winds, and that's absolutely the case. With this event unfolding before us, we're going to probably have the combination of both tornadoes and strong straight line winds, and those straight line winds can mimic strong tornadoes at times, so that's why we want people to take both warnings seriously. So the bottom line is anytime a warning is issued, whether it's a severe threat of storm or a tornado warning, you want to get inside of a sturdy structure. You want to get out away from your vehicle, get into that sturdy structure, get to the lowest floor possible, put in many walls between you and the outside as possible.
He says tomorrow's storms could affect much of West Alabama and areas to the north.
For this event, it really looks like from areas Demopolis, Montgomery, over towards Alexander City, northward. So really the northern 2/3 of the state is really going to be under the gun tomorrow.
And if you've ever wondered why the spring is such an active time for severe weather, here's the simple explanation. Stefkovich says the warm spring air replacing the cold winter air can clash, resulting in storms. In Calera, Daniel Sparkman, WVUA News.
Stefkovich says another important item to have is a NOAA weather radio. The radios can wake you up when a warning happens in the overnight hours.
Of course, the WVUA weather team will be here watching the storms and bringing you all the very latest when a warning is issued. And the chance for more storms is especially bad news for people across West Alabama still cleaning up and making repairs to their homes after rough storms over the past 2 weeks. Tuscaloosa has been pounded by powerful storms, including a tornado and damaging winds. The winds uprooted trees and caused damage to hundreds of homes. Some residents tell us they're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Tonight and tomorrow is what's got me stressed out the most. I feel a little better knowing that I've gotten everything out of the house.
I'm tired and I do dread it, and I dread dealing with the leaking ceiling and the flooding floors.
When I heard this morning that there are more tornadoes coming through, that just doesn't sit well with me, because I never expected a tornado to actually hit our house. I mean, you never expect it to hit, period, but it just surreal. It's like it's not really happening.
And in Sumter County, residents are still cleaning up after the tornado on April 15th. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has denied federal assistance for Sumter and Marengo counties. FEMA says Sumter and Marengo counties were denied assistance because the damage was not beyond the capability of the state and local governments. Governor Robert Bentley has 30 days to appeal FEMA's decision. If that falls through, Geiger's mayor says the city will apply for several grants.
New for you at 5 o'clock, a first look at the Tuscaloosa VA Medical Center's newly renovated Community Living Center. The VA celebrated the grand opening of the center in Building 61 this afternoon. The renovations cost more than $9 million. Officials tell us the building was redone to be more like home for the residents. Renovations include remodeled rooms, fireplaces, wood-like flooring, and updated furniture. VA spokesperson Damon Stevenson told us the changes can help improve the patient's quality of life.
They'll be able to have cooking in the facility. They'll be able to have the smells of cooking bacon and eggs in the morning. And studies have shown these types of things, the more home-like you can make it for patients, the longer they live and the healthier they are.
Officials say the VA Medical Center is undergoing a total of $54 million in construction projects. On your education watch, more cuts could be on the way to Tuscaloosa County classrooms. Special education teachers may be the next on the chopping block.
Tuscaloosa County school officials say they have to cut $3 million from next year's budget. Leaders say some of the cuts will likely be to special education. One of the recommendations includes cutting 2 teachers and slashing the budget for traveling teachers to cut $91,000 from the budget. One parent says she's willing to pick up that tab, that $91,000, if it means saving the Target program for gifted students.
Well, I'm looking to take a second mortgage on my home. I'm that passionate and that strongly opposed to having it moved back into the homeschools because I believe it would be a disservice not only to the gifted children but to all the children in Tuscaloosa County.
Askew says funding for special education is cut. If that happens, her next step is to take the issue to Montgomery.